I'm Lauren and welcome to my Olivia Rodrigo Sour Tour concert vlog. I will of course be having some video footage that I took at the concert later on in this video. It'll be a little later because first I just want to briefly talk about my experience. I had Barricade at the show and I wanted to just talk about that a little bit. And so as I briefly mentioned, I had Barricade, and for my venue, San Francisco at the Bill Graham Civic Auditorium, the venue was giving out wristbands beginning the day before. So I went to San Francisco on Thursday, May 26th. And I went to the venue, I got my wristband number 74. I still have the wristband on, like, right here. 74, sorry, that is upside down. So they were giving out wristbands the day before, like, all day, throughout the day. My venue did not want us to be camping because I know that people were planning to camp overnight for the show. Since the venue did not want us to be camping, they gave us these wristbands and we're like, okay, here you go, and now you're good to go home and come back tomorrow at 8 a.m. in the morning. So fast forward to the next day, I was there at 8 a.m., me and my friend. For the first 1,000 people, the venue gave wristbands to, the presumption that we would have been camping overnight, but since they didn't want us to do that, that's why they gave wristbands to the first 1,000 people. There were 10 separate lines for people with wristbands, like 1 through 100, 101 through 200, 201 through 300, and so on and so forth. And we would be lined up in those 10 separate lines in order of our wristband numbers. I just went to my spot in line and I set down my lawn chair and my blankets and like all my stuff so I could camp there until doors open and we can be led into the venue. And since I got there at 8 a.m., we had like the whole day to wait and go through, and me and my friend Valerie also during that time we took a lot of photos and we checked out the Sour tour bus experience. We went to the photo booth, we went to take the Instagram reel, the Sour yearbook, and also went to get some merch at the merch bus. So yeah, I had like a great time just taking photos and checking out the whole Sour tour bus experience and being able just to experience all the cool setups that Olivia had for us to experience. It's nearing when doors open, and since the tickets I have, I actually did not get selected for like verified fan Ticketmaster pre-sale thingy, and I was so sad. I really wanted to, you know, get verified for verified fan so I could buy tickets on Ticketmaster, and I was so sad I did not, and that the tour sold out and I was like ticketless. I enter a lot of like contests on radio stations, whether that be calling in or entering contests on their website or entering contests on their Instagram or like Twitter. So fast forward like a couple of weeks after the tour tickets went on sale back in December, and then they sold out, and I was like so sad about that. I had entered this contest just randomly, not thinking anything would ever come of it. Little do I know, a few weeks later in December, I was just sitting at home, randomly minding my business, eating lunch, and I get this phone call from the radio station, and they're like, hey, you won Olivia Rodrigo tickets for her San Francisco show. And I was like, oh my god, there is no way. So the venue's box office will call area opens at 6. My friend and I stood in line at will call until they opened. So we waited about half an hour. They opened their doors. I show my ID so that I can get my tickets. They gave us these tickets. Oh my god, I have a thing, I love these physical tickets. And then after I got my tickets around 6 p.m., I went back in line because doors open at 7. I was so impressed. The security and like venue staff were lining us up exactly according to our numbers in order. I was like so impressed. Around 6:30, I was in the first 100 wristband, so I was like the first group to be able to start heading over to the security scanner scanners, the security check to enter the venue. The group of the 100 of us went over there and we all went through the security scanners, security check, and entered into the venue. And at this time it was around like 6:45, and again, once we got inside, they re-lined us up by our numbers. We just stood in line according to our wristbanded numbers inside the venue, outside the doors, because it was about 6:45, so we had to wait there for about 15 minutes before the doors actually opened and we could actually go inside the venue and grab our spots by the barricade. And then soon enough, before I know it, 7 p.m. rolls around and the venue staff and security repeatedly tells us, walk, don't run, walk, don't run. 7 o'clock rolls around and they start letting us in a single file line. In all honesty, it was very calm and unstressful to get there. We did stay in our single file lines. No one cut in front of anyone. We just went over to our spots, and it was so nice. The venue staff was so nice about it, at least for my experience. I think since I was one of the lower number wristbands and I was one of the first 100 people to actually be able to be walked into the venue, that was probably part of the reason why I had such a smooth and calm experience. I think probably towards the higher number wristbands, it might have been a little more messy, and also for the non-wristband people, I saw a few photos and videos on Twitter that just looked super chaotic and unorganized. For the wristbands, and especially for me, one of the lower numbers and in the first group of people, it was definitely so organized, and getting to barricade compared to other venues and other dates on the tour that I've seen. Yeah, that's kind of just me explaining how the process went and my experience getting to barricade. That was probably a super long explanation. Now is the exciting part where you get to see all my videos that I took from the night. Closing night of Sour Tour, San Francisco, May 27th, Olivia Rodrigo.
Sometimes so hard to articulate. And I remember feeling like I wasn't thoroughly able to communicate it until I wrote this song in particular. And I'll never forget the moment I played it for my best friend in the car for the first time. And I've been going through this breakup with her, calling her every day. She knew every detail. And it wasn't until I played her this song she told me, oh wow, I finally get why you've been so sad. And I think that's the most beautiful thing about music, is sometimes it can communicate how we feel better than words ever could. So here's that. Said forever, now I drive alone past your street.